Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining me again, as always. How are you doing? I just really wanted to take a second to ask you, how are you doing? There has been some really interesting, I guess we could say, some interesting energy going on in the cosmos this week and going on in the world. And I think it's really important for us to be kind to ourselves. Okay? Really be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to the world. Remember that what you give is what you get. And so if you're experiencing a lack of kindness in your life, or if you're feeling unsupported, look in our lives and see, how can we create and share kindness with the world? Because the more we put that out there, the more we're going to get back. Okay? So today's session, I finish what you start. Today, we're going to talk about those conversations, those moments, those situations in which you didn't get to say what you needed to say, or maybe you left loose ends tying out there. And we're going to explore today what it looks like to find and create those things in our lives, to have completion, to be able to put a exclamation point, a punctuation at the end of those things. You know, when we have those moments, those conversations, those energies that we've put out into the world and we have left them unresolved, there's a reason why, right? The reason so often is that we are afraid, right, guys? We're afraid that we might not actually get what we want. We're afraid that the resolve on whatever it was that we were putting out into the universe is not really the result that we wanted. Hi, Dora. Welcome from Greece. So nice to see you, as always. So I want us to really take a second, okay? First of all, it's no coincidence that we're talking about communication here during Mercury retrograde, right? When we're in Mercury retrograde, I love this tool, and I want us to apply it while we're in Mercury retrograde. If something, you know, everybody's asking, well, what do I do during Mercury retrograde? What can I do? What can I not do? But a good rule of thumb is, if it begins with then you can do it, right? Reevaluate, reconsider, renegotiate, rethink, resolve. All of those things are the things we want to do during Mercury retrograde. So it's no coincidence that when I was asking the creator and the universe for what we were going to talk about today, I heard we want to talk about resolving those situations, those moments in our lives where we have kind of let things fizzle. So I want to start today off by going deep. I want us to all take a second, just close your eyes for a minute. And I want you to think of that person, place, or situation in which you have an open-ended communication or a loose end. For example, something that you wanted to say, or something that you wanted to hear, or something that you wanted to express, but you didn't. You didn't finish that conversation. Can you pinpoint where it was, what you were doing, who the person was, what the situation was like? I know for me, the first thing that comes up is actually a relationship, a relationship that it was ending. And, you know, it felt like there was so much good that came out of the last situation, like the last moment that we shared. We'd kind of resolved everything together. We kind of saw that it was time for us to wrap things up and to move on, right? But that being said, there was nothing else. There was no actual resolve to it. It was just kind of like, I think the last thing we said is great. So let's get together and have a drink sometime and catch up and remain in each other's lives. And that has never happened, right? It's been 2 years. So that's a conversation that's just lingering out there that I wonder, what would happen if I resolved that, just to have some kind of resolve within myself, to have some understanding of what was left unsaid. And what does that look like? We play all these games with ourselves. Will I be lying to myself? Will I be fooling myself? What if what I have to say is not what I want? It's not about those things. It's not about any of those things. It's just about allowing this hole which is inside of you to kind of be filled up. This space that you can say, okay, you know what? I have contentment. I may not have gotten what I wanted, but I have contentment in my heart that I did what I could do. And that's really what I want us to think about, is as long as we have those loose ends out there, as long as we have those conversations or those relationships or those things that we didn't complete, we always wonder if, right? And so often our wondering ifs are wondering if, how things would have played out, wondering if you could have saved that situation or saved that relationship, wondering what if you said something and all hell broke loose and you became the bad guy. What if? All those what ifs. So we want to take those what ifs and we kind of want to just tie them up into a nice, neat little bow. And what we're going to do today in our meditation is we're going to do what's called a higher self meditation. And we're actually, if that you don't have resolve to, we're going to do a higher self meditation. And while we do this higher self meditation, we're going to actually visualize that situation complete. We're going to visualize the opportunity for us to take whatever that thing that was left unsaid, and we're going to say it. And so today I want to jump into saying it in that way. Also, I want to speak about the beauty of the cosmos and the beauty of how things work. In the cosmos, as above, so below. It means that the things that are happening in the stars or the things that are happening in the spiritual world are actually mirroring and matching in the physical world. It can also be said that those things that we think are actually the things that become. Our thoughts, our feelings, emotions, as we think them, they become them, right? So as above, so below. So in today's meditation, when we go up into the cosmos, create this space to have this conversation with the higher self of the person, place, or situation that we want to resolve, we're actually doing something above which will manifest below, okay? So that means that the work we're doing today is not just some hocus pocus spiritual work that it's going to have no effect in the physical world. We're actually going to create a true spiritual connection to resolve or absolve that situation in your life so that you can have peace in your heart. Okay? So, Cheryl, it's so nice to see you. Cheryl is joining us from Bolivia, actually. Dora from Greece, Cheryl from Bolivia. It's my dream to share this wisdom that I have learned with everyone all over the world. So it's so nice to see it manifesting and seeing it created in this world. So, okay. So let's turn ourselves to the meditation today. As always, the meditation that I am using is called a Theta Healing meditation. I am a Theta Healing instructor. I am also a Theta Healing practitioner. This is my entire business. Theta Healing changed my life, drastically changed my life, allowed me to see that everything that was manifesting in my life was a direct result of what I was creating in my life. So it was a direct result of my beliefs. And Theta Healing is a modality that was created by an incredibly amazing woman named Vienna Steibel. And what Vienna discovered is that our subconscious mind are holding all these limiting beliefs that are preventing us from moving forward in our lives, that are preventing us from having more of what we want in our lives. So in today's meditation, what we are going to do is we are going to create and remove limiting beliefs that are held in our subconscious mind. We're going to enter a theta brainwave. Theta brainwave holds all of those limitations, those limiting beliefs, holds also supporting beliefs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a theta brainwave, and then I'm going to ask for some intuitive messages for you. That we call them downloads. If you would like these downloads, all you have to do is say yes to receive them, and you don't have to say it out loud. You can just say it in your mind's eye. And what that does is it activates those downloads in our subconscious mind. Okay. So with that being said, today's meditation is going to be unique from any of the other theta healing meditations we've done, because we are working with the higher self of the situation, a person, place, or situation. Okay. So let's get started. Again, I just want to take a second that we know what situation it is that we want to tie up. What loose end we want to tie up. Do you see, can you feel, can you know who, what, when, where, what you want to resolve, what was left unsaid? Usually I've found that when I say it, we know exactly where it is. We know exactly how to see that. So just be aware of that. And once you know it and you can hold on to it, and just make the commitment today that we're going to resolve it. We're going to resolve it in the spiritual worlds. And we're going to let the creator of all that is handle the rest of it. Okay? So first of all, let's open up our palms in our hands. As we open up our palms in our hands, we're showing the universe and showing the creator that we're open. We're open to change. We're open to transformation. We're open to possibility. We're open to living our best life. We're open to everything we've always desired. We are worthy. We are open, and we are ready. Okay? So now what I'd like you to do, my friends, is I'd like you to take a second, and I'd like you to focus in on your heart. And as you do, I want you to feel your presence here in this physical world. Feel yourself here in the physical world, a part of everything. Take in the energy of the room around you. Take in maybe the air conditioning or sounds of the birds outside, or maybe there's people in your house that you hear them. Just take it all in. Just allow it to be. Allow it to be a part of everything. And then now we just release it. And we say thank you, because we are part of everything. And that brings us to the awareness that within our heart, there's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful space. There's this light, this beautiful white light that has been with us our entire life, through the beginning of time, through different lifetimes. And that space within our heart, that love that's in our heart, is there to help us grow and help us transform. So as we begin to give our attention to that space of light, I want you to witness it growing. Witness it expanding further and further and further. As it expands wider and wider, it becomes one with all that is us. Our entire being is one with all of this energy. And we expand out past there into the seat that we're in, into the computer, the phone, and extend and expand out into the room that you're in. Remember, we're just a bunch of atoms and molecules that are floating in space, my friends. And as we are floating in space, we are also mixing and matching with other different atoms and molecules ourselves. So keep expanding out past that. Expand out past the room that you're in, out past the space that you're in. And keep expanding out past the space that you're in, through the building, through the town, through the city, through the state. But keep expanding out further and further and further. Further and further and further, out past the city and state into the country, the continent, the bodies of water that surround that continent. Expand your energy out further and further and further until your entire energy encapsulates the entire planet. Feel yourself one with this beautiful earth, mixing and matching with earth energy. Feel yourself expanding out past the earth into space, past different planets and galaxies, becoming one with all of those energies. Expand out past there and expand out past the physical realms of the universe and entering into different planes, different layers of light. Some light, some dark. You keep pushing through those until you come to this golden-like layer. You push through this golden-like layer. You become one with this golden-like layer, and you go further and further and further and deeper and deeper and deeper until you come to a beautiful jelly-like substance layer, which is also the laws of the universe. And we expand out through the laws of the universe, and we expand 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 out further and further and further. And just outside the reaches of the physical universe, out past those laws of the universe, we pass through this beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion, and we immediately emerge with the seven plane of all that is. And immediately we feel this tingling sensation all over our body. And we emerge into this plane. And as we emerge into this plane, we feel ourselves mixing and mingling with this beautiful energy of all that is. All of these atoms and molecules that have been here since the beginning of time exist here. And you are one with all the energy of the universe. And so it's this place that I want to offer you some downloads. And to receive a download, all you have to do is say yes. So would you like to know that you are worthy of resolving and wrapping up and tying up loose ends? And maybe there are things that you were responsible for. Maybe you feel guilty. I feel like you feel guilty for something. And would you like to know what it feels like to release yourself from this energy of guilt and to know that everything in your life takes you to the next step and the next place in your life? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to become a part of all that is? And to know in every cell of your being that you are already a part of all that is. If you would like that, say yes. So when we know that we're a part of all that is, and there's some loose ends out there, we're not recognizing that we're already a part of that which is left unsaid, that which is left open, that whole. So would you like to realize that would you like to realize and know and feel in every cell of your being that you already have all the answers you're looking for? And that today, what we're going to do is we're going to release them. We're going to resolve them. We're going to complete them so that you can move on, so that you can feel free, so that you can feel complete, so that you can learn your next lesson and you don't have to keep learning that lesson. So if you would like to know this in every cell of your being, say yes. Would you like to know that you're safe right here, right now in learning your lessons and that you don't have to learn your lessons through pain and suffering? So would you like to know that it's safe for you to learn your lessons with ease and joy and glory? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like and that you're worthy of doing so? Would you like to know what it feels like to take full responsibility for your life, for your actions, for your words, for your emotions and your thoughts? If you'd like that, say yes. And before we get into the higher self healing, would you like to know the Creator's definition and perspective of forgiveness? That you know what it feels like to forgive yourself and others, to forgive those around you. If you would like that, say yes. Great. Would you like to know that by forgiving those around you and yourself, you release yourself from the karma of being attached to it? If you would like that, say yes. Beautiful. Wonderful. So I want you to just hold this space. Now I want to go back to that person, place, or situation that you have some questions about, or you have some unresolved answers on. And what I want to do is I want to make a command, and I want to ask for the higher self of that person, place, or situation to be presented to us right now in this higher dimension. So just listen to my words and you can repeat them to yourself. Creator of all that is, it is requested that the higher self of, say, the person, place, or situation be brought to meet me here in this safe space now. Thank you, Creator. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is. And then as you do that, you're going to witness the higher self of the person stepping in to your being. So for me, the situation that I am calling in is actually a situation from my youth, from my teenage years, right? And this person I don't really know presently, but it's interesting because as I call in this energy, I see this person as an adult, but also I see this person as a teenager. So it's like I see the same energy. So witness them coming. And also, guys, when we're working with the higher self, please remember that the higher self wants what's best for everyone. So the higher self, if the person that you want to communicate with is someone who's confrontational or that is abusive, the higher self will not be confrontational and abusive. The higher self will listen and hear from a higher perspective what can actually help the situation and help the person grow. Remember, by us doing this, we're also helping the other person grow. So now I'm going to give you a second to have a conversation with the higher self of this person, place, or situation. And in this situation, I would like for you to say what you wanted to say. And I want you to hear them say to you what you need to hear for you to yourself to move on. And just take a second and let's do that. Last but not least, take a second to actually ask for forgiveness from this person. And allow them to respond. Allow them to express forgiveness to you. And then always thank them. Thank their higher self for showing up today. Maybe they give you a hug. Maybe they shake your hand. Maybe they smile. Whatever it is, feel that feeling of confirmation, of closure that you need, of resolve. Take what they said to your heart so that you have no loose ends hanging out in the universe. And again, just thank them. And then you can witness the higher self turn around and walk away. So as you do that, return to the seventh plane, into the seventh plane energy, into the plane of creation, into this tingling like sensation. Feel it all over your body. Feel it all over your body, feel it all over your body, feel it all over your body. Allow that to rinse you off. Allow that to cleanse you. Now take your palms and rub them together really, really, really fast. Really, 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 really fast. Fast, 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 fast. Now take your palms, put them over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. So as you do that, you can feel this energy pulsating into your eyes. And now you can open them and feel your soul filled up with this beautiful light. When you're ready, you can put your palms down. Wow, that was so powerful today. You know, one of the things that I've always learned in my work is that the world, you know, whatever you teach or whatever you share, you also strengthen within you. And so I am so happy to be able to do this with you guys and to share this with you guys, because clearly I needed to go through that as well. So I thank you guys for being a part of it. Thank you, Marita, and thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Cheryl and Dora, and everyone who's participating in any time, space, or location where you are. I appreciate you so, so, so much. I appreciate you all so much, and I appreciate you showing up today and contributing your truly, truly, truly powerful and magical energy. Next opportunity for us to be together will be Thursday morning, at 11 a.m. We will do the Embracing Empowerment series. And I've got something really special in line for you about really, really tuning into that part of our ego that we want to nurture, right? Our self-confidence. We're going to talk about self-confidence on Thursday, how to hone in on it, and how to work it out. Okay? So, Thank you guys so much again, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, please feel free to reach out. Please feel free to interact with the community. The goal is really to create this support system, this spiritual support system where we can help each other grow and help each other thrive. So again, thank you all so much. Enjoy your day. Enjoy this feeling of feeling like complete, feeling like you got what you needed from this meditation. And if you didn't get what you need, that means that there's more work there to do, right? So if for some reason in that higher self meditation, you were there and you weren't getting the response that you want, we need to work on ourselves, and we need to work on what it feels like to let go of how we think things should be, okay? By letting go of how we think things should be, we open up to allowing ourselves to hear what really needs to be and what really needs to happen. So let's please take that time, okay? And thank you, Ivalise, for joining us as well. Again, thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. May you all be blessed. May you all have the strength, and may you all know the true divinity that lies within all of our souls and how to share that with the world. Namaste.